Today I just wanted to make a quick little config video. I know there's been a couple of people who've been asking for it, so I figured why the fuck not. It's been over like 2 years I think since I last did a config video, and I no longer really use the same settings as what I used before, so I figured why not just put it all together again and leave a file in the description. So before I get into how to download and install the file, I'll just throw up some footage showing you exactly what it should look like, and then I'll briefly go over any unique settings I might have. If you're still not convinced of these settings a few, then feel free to check out any more of my recent videos to get a better look. I'll also leave a timestamp in the description to break up the video neatly.
Fire in the hole!
Okay, have fun.
C'est le mot cut. It's one jungle. Okay, never mind.
Oh, that's a
Grenade! Throwing flashbang.
So let's talk about some of the more unique parts of the config. First thing would be the scroll wheel to jump. The majority of configs have this nowadays, but if you've been living under a rock for the past 5 years, this essentially enables you to jump more reliably by scrolling down. I'll also leave the keybind in the description so you can add it to your own config. The second one, which is a little bit more interesting, is the introduction of the hand-knife swap. Essentially what I've added is that whenever you press 3 to bring out your knife, it will swap to your left hand. This is no real advantage, but I basically added it for the aesthetic purposes. You're free to disable it if you don't like it. This also means that when you press the numbers for your main weapons, it will swap back to your primary hand. One thing I do have to note is that if you're a total cretin who scroll wheels to swap weapons and this might be a bit messy for you, the hands won't sync up properly and it can throw you off. The third interesting feature that I've added to this config is the addition of a Jumpthrow bind. I've recently been grinding on Faceit, and one of my teammates was horrified when I told him I didn't have a Jumpthrow bind. The main benefit to this is that you know your util will always land in the same spot with 100% accuracy. I've chosen alt for this, but you're free to change it to wherever feels comfortable or just remove it entirely if you don't think it's needed. My launch options are all tailored to my PC, but these are super important, so essentially they instruct the game on how to boot properly for me, but they're a must-have in my opinion. You can find other ones that suit your personal needs through a quick Google search. You basically add and remove these by right-clicking your Counter-Strike game on Steam, then you go to properties, and then in the general tab, enter wherever you like. Now, the crosshair is one thing I would like to talk about. I've been swapping out between a few crosshairs recently, but I've decided to keep my primary crosshair yellow. It's super visible on my default resolution, and it's perfect for rifling for me personally, but I'd recommend you just use wherever's comfortable for you. I'll also leave some crosshair codes in the description. Finally, the resolution I've been using for the past year has been 1024 by 768, but a few weeks ago I decided to swap back to 1280 by 960. For me personally, there's no real performance impact, but everything does look a lot sharper, which can be a good thing and also a bad thing. I mainly decided to swap due to my Twitch streams and also my recordings. Everything looks a lot better from a viewer's perspective. Also, one final thing I'd like to add is the file you might see called LAN. Essentially what this is an exec file that launches a practice map. All you need to do to use this is open Csgo, type in the map you want to play, then once you're in the game you basically just type exec LAN. You can then just buy your util you want to practice and give them a try. Some of the keybinds I use personally is N for no clip and O for throwing repeat utility. I have it set up so you can see the traces of where your grenade trajectories are, but again you can just customize this to whoever you like, and there's obviously more options online. So finally, how to install this. I'm going to keep this quick and simple. First things first, download WinRAR for free online. Second, download the config from MediaFire. Third, right click the RAR and click extract calconfig 2021. Open it up and find the two files, autoexec and the config. Fourth, right click your CS in Steam and browse for local files. Then you go to your folder called CFG and paste the two files in. Then you open CSGO and type execcal 2021 config. I'm going to quickly scroll down my settings, and if there's anything you'd like to copy, feel free to pause and take down. And I think that's pretty much everything. I'll leave the file in the description, and yeah.